right. All right. As we proceed to give you guys what you need, this is another show. We're going to talk about the real deal Holyfield. We're going to get things going one way or another. I thank everybody for tuning in. I really thank you guys for being in the mix. This show today, we're going to talk about the Dak Prescott, his third year, going into his third year. We do know that those are things that we really need to focus on. When a quarterback entering into his third year, it means everything. It means life to the team. And we all know that when you're talking about Dak Prescott, everybody is like on the fence. But Tony Romo said that Dak Prescott will be okay. And we're going to listen to, I guess, this short, very short snippet. And then I'm going to go back and we're going to listen to and then we're going to do like a quick Q&A and go from there. But I really thank everybody for tuning in to the mix, man. I really appreciate it.
The ball in small windows and you're aggressively putting the ball where you want, there's going to be windows. It's just when you have somebody who's super talented, the windows are wider. So if you have Julio Jones, the windows are wider, and so you don't have to be as perfect as a quarterback. So, as Dak continues to improve and gets to the level he feels comfortable at, then I think the windows don't have to be as big. So from that perspective, they just need guys to get into their spots and the ball will get there, and that's how they're going to do it. They're going to run the football. They have a great offensive line. They may have even gotten better. They drafted a young kid I know they like, so expect that formula to shorten the game and keep the game and the defensive play calls pretty simple as long as they're running the football, at a high level, which you'd have to expect them to do. At the end of the day, if you put the ball in small windows and
with that being said, man, that was everything. He's echoing what I've been saying all off season, that pretty much you're going to run the ball better. And on top of that, too, as well, the defense should gel together even more because of the thing. You had a bunch of rookies last year, right? So now you got more seasoned guys out there. You got more people that's going to be able to fly out to the ball, do their nastiness, and get things going. So this is what I love about this whole entire interview. Dak Prescott is now going to be more focused on spreading the ball throughout. Now, do I have stats and numbers on that? Yes, I got that. Shout out to Jay Reese, man. He's shooting me all type of stuff throughout the day, making sure I'm on the right page. But shout out to him, man, because here's the stat right here. Men lie, women lie. Stats can be manipulated, but sometimes stats will teach you the truth and tell you what's going on. He's got his win and loss record. He's 8-8. This is Dak Prescott. I hope let me see if I can blow this thing up so that everybody can see, and you don't have to squint your eyes, man, because when you guys get older and the craft and everything, you got to squint your eyes just to see this type of stuff. So move my little face out the way, and you guys going to see right here, Dak Prescott. Let me just make sure that you guys can still see that Dallas Cowboys at the top, man. I like that. Yeah, just like that. So with that being said, Dak Prescott targeting receivers career 7 or fewer, meaning that he's not hitting the ball, not spreading the ball throughout, right? His win-loss record is 8-8. Oh, Jason Garrett, best formula, right? 8-8. Of course, passing rating or pass per yards per game is 194.4, and touchdowns to interception 21-13. This is 7 or fewer, and then you're looking at that rating 86.1. That is not what we like. That's not what we love. That's nothing that we want to be a part of. And then if you look over here with Dak Prescott win-loss record when he passed the ball around, spreading the wealth, spreading it out to everybody, 14-2. Don't we love that? Don't we need that in our life? I need it in my life. Come put it in my life. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about 14-2. Passing yards per game, 242.5 yards. That's a lot of yards, right? And then we're talking about touchdown to interception ratio. You're looking at 24 touchdowns and 4 interceptions, right? That's good. That's G-double-O-D, good right there. And the passer rating, of course, we love that number, 104.5. That sounds like a radio station. So that's what we see right there with Dak Prescott. As he mature in his passing game, we got a lot of receivers that we can hit down the field. We got a lot of guys that, of course, you can put your placeholders on. You can say, wait a minute. Hold on. Pump the brakes a little bit. You mean to tell me that Dak Prescott is going to be better when you take out Dez Bryant off the field? Come on now. Dez Bryant is the leading touchdown receptionist of the Dallas Cowboys. But what now he can do? Everybody had that older brother, right? Everybody had that bigger cousin who they played behind or when they was growing up in life, and that big cousin said, hey, you're going to do as I say. You're going to do as I do. And you end up doing exactly what your big brother is telling you to do. And what I'm telling you right now, Dak Prescott don't have to worry about that. He don't have to worry about the Jason Witten too as well. I love Jason Witten. Everybody know we love what Jason Witten brought on the field as far as leadership and as far as his temperament and his skill set. All those things wrapped up into one. Jason Witten was everything. But now he's gone, guys. That opened up the playbook. Remember, I was talking about the personnel that we can do now, like the 10 personnel. Now you can have your linebacker out. Now you can have your running back in the backfield. And now what that does is you can put the Tavon Austins of the world out there. You can actually submerge and implement another slot guy. Maybe Rico Gathers make this team. You know, there's so many things that we can do now as it relates to vertically throwing the ball down the field too. So can Dak Prescott do that? The proof is in the pudding. You guys see that. And it is what it is. Shout out to those. We will be doing a full live show tonight. Me, DDP, which I call the Dallas Prospect. You know, guys, know who he is. He's going to be live in the flesh. We also going to have my guy, Big Game James, producer G. Hopefully he can be able to make it tonight too as well. Shout out to Phantom. Shout out to EBSN. We everywhere today. I'm telling you, this thing is going to do nothing but grow bigger. This is the off season, and you guys can only imagine when the real deal Holyfield come around, when that real season come around, right? We got 2 more weeks before we can deep dive into this stuff. And I'm ready for Roger Goodell to stop pumping the brakes on my guy, Randy Gregory. We need him back out here. We need to hear the news and the noise. To have Randy Gregory back out here on the field, this is what we need. Shout out time, Sports Guru 95. That's a cold name right there. It's Dak's team now. That's what he's saying on my YouTube page. Shout out to you on that. Let me see who we have on the Facebook group. Don't y'all run away from Facebook right now. Shout out to Jamal Anderson and Angie April. Shout out to you. Thank you for joining in. I love this, guys. I can hit you up on the Facebook group too as well. I'm everywhere. We internationally known. So don't forget to follow the podcast link too as well. It should be in the description box down below. If you're on my YouTube page, all you really have to do really is to go to any podcast station and type in Law Nation. You should see my face or you should see my logo, and we can jump on from there. My thing is what Tony Romo is saying. I'm going to jump back to this Tony Romo talk. Tony Romo played for this team, so he knows his team like the back of his hand. You guys saw when Tony Romo was doing the games live. He was calling out the play. He was saying that Dak Prescott needed to throw that ball just a little bit higher to Dez Bryant. He was saying that this is the route that they're going to run. Even when he was talking to other teams, they're going to line up in this particular formation, and 9 times out of 10, they're going to run this particular ball that way. You know how he got all that information? Time speaks volumes to anything. And when you have time, what comes along with time? Wisdom, understanding. All those things come together when you playing in the National Football League. This is what Dak Prescott is accumulating. You know, shout out to my guy Okoye, accumulating knowledge over years of experience. That meaning there all along is telling you guys exactly what is going to happen right now. Dak Prescott should be more comfortable with the system. We do know that it's not the most complicated system in the world because this is also Jason Garrett's system. But lo and behold, now we have the understanding of when to turn off a route, when to audible out, because all he had to do against the Atlanta Falcons game last year is to Dak Prescott himself is to call the audible and say, hey, I'm going to add protection to this left side of the field because undoubtedly, unfortunately, Chaz Green, he can't block. A folding chair would do better for me in that side, right? A Byron Bell, a folding chair would have did better than Byron Bell last year, right? So all these things, now he has the wisdom. Now he has the more understanding and the knowledge of what he needs to do out there on the field. And he can slide that protection over to that side. And then from there, you guys going to see a better, comfortable view of game. But, you know, I do know that some people have their reservations. Shout out to my guy, Big Game James up in the mix. And see, I'm telling you guys, I'm reaching out to the Facebook people. Simon, what's up? Shout out to you too as well. Thank you for joining in to the nation. Ty Jefferson, this is back. I'm jumping back over to YouTube. Shout out to you too. And I don't let me forget to do this. To the first person who laid wood in the mix, D Butcher. Hey, I think he was the first person. No, hold on. Who's number one? No, the original. Yo, Law, he was the first one to lay wood in here. Second place, Ty Jefferson. I always like to give a shout out to those who first, second, and third. Ninja Nuts, you came in third place. You were close, but no cigar. But thank you for joining in. Don't forget, guys, tune in tonight. Tonight at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. That's Texas time, baby. We're going to be live in the flesh. Hopefully, we can start it up around 9, but turn your notifications on. That's the best way to jump into the show. Let us know what's on your mind, what's on your heart, what your passion is about this team, how you feel the record's going to be, how you feel what the offseason moves are. Did we just play too safe against the supplemental draft? Why we didn't make no moves during that time? We're going to talk about that tonight too as well. We're going to have a plethora of conversations. Who will the Cowboys miss the most in 2018? Will it be Hicks? Will it be Dez Bryant? Will it be number 82, the legend, the myth, the everything, the Jason Witten? Will we miss him the most? Who will we miss the most in 2018 coming out of the gates? Stats and wins, that's what counts. This is from Marcelo. Yes, indeed. Shout out for Daniel Stevens for helping make the donation. They helped grow the nation. Thank you for making that donation. Every penny counts. He made $1.99. All those 99 pennies count, guys. Earl Thomas, hashtag 29 is in the mix. Shout out to you too as well. Hey, if we get Earl Thomas, man, you guys gonna just see me, man. I just take the tie off, man. If we get Earl Thomas, boy, yeah. Man, if we get Earl Thomas, you guys don't know how pumped up and how giddy I would be getting around here about these Cowboys. I'll be ready to. We got Gallup on our team now. I'll be galloping to the game. I might go get me a horse and ride up in there on a horse, telling you guys that we coming off the horse, and I'm going to have 6 rings on our way back. You know what I mean? Yes, indeed. Say prime time. Rico needs to be on B.R. Gronkowski. This is the thing. Shout out to my guy, Big Game James. He posted a video of Rico Gathers catching that 9 route, that deep ball, landing right in his hands. And I'm sitting there like, oh, my goodness. If Rico can just learn how to block, man, my guy Voch Lombardi talking about who he would kick off a bridge for to have Randy Gregory for 16 weeks. Man, don't you know if I can have a unraw Rico Gathers, don't you know I'll kick Jeff Swaim off a bridge so quick. I'll kick the other guy, Blake Ballin, whatever this guy, these low-hanging fruit guys, I'll kick them clean off the bridge if Rico Gathers can get out there and ball. But it is what it is. Let's go. This is what Joseph said. Yes, we're going to go, man. We're going to get this thing live. And you guys know I always say live like 95. We're going to be in the mix. We're going to get this thing going. And anything when Tony Romo say, hey, Dak Prescott going to be okay, I'm sitting back